Here we go again with you for another baseball historical matchup using Out of the Park Baseball 20. I'm going to start numbering these series, so hopefully it's not too confusing, but it's an easier way for me to filter through them as I try to make a list of winners. So this is Series 89. I know I haven't made 89 posts, but that's how many I've done, and they're all worth spending some time researching and watching, and this one's no different. So let me introduce the participants of this series. We're going to start here with the 1921 Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates, led by George Gibson, were 90-63 and a pretty good team in their own right. They finished second in the National League. And looking at their lineup, we can see here Charlie Grimm, a 22-year-old first baseman, came onto the scene pretty well with 71 RBIs. He hit 274. George Cutshaw hit 340. Carson Bigby hit 323. Max Carey, you might have heard of. He drove in 56 and hit 309. Rabbit Merrillville is also in the Hall of Fame. He stole 25 bases and is 29 at this time, hit 294, and one of the eccentric personalities of the game. I would encourage you to look him up if you get a chance. Good old Rabbit Merrillville. The pitching staff, very good. Wilbur Cooper, 22-game winner, 3.25 ERA, very solid. Through 327 innings. That'll tell you something about the era. Whitey Glasner, Earl Hamilton, a very old Babe Adams, who's well past his prime, but still managed to win 14 games. So a lot to like here with the Pirates. Old school team, very competitive through the early part of the 20th century, and their 90 wins, right on par for what they expect from their teams. So a good bit to like there from the Pirates. Their opponents are going to be the 1989 New York Mets. And the Mets won 87 games in 1989, led by Davey Johnson. They are a few years removed from their dominant World Series season in 1986. The Mets led in WAR by Howard Johnson, who hit 36 home runs, 101 RBIs, and actually stole 41 bases. I don't know how many people actually remember that. Juan Samuel was moved to center field. He struggled a bit, but Darryl Strawberry, 29 home runs, 77 RBIs, only hit 225, so he didn't have a very good year either. Keith Hernandez struggled a little bit with injuries. He was past his prime at 35. Mookie Wilson, now only batting 205 and also advancing in the year. So it's an advancing Mets team. Another name maybe you might remember is Greg Jeffries, who came onto the scene as a rookie here and was all the talk in Flushing during this team in the late 80s. Again, as I was saying, a little bit past their prime from their glory days, but still some talent here. Things starting to crumble a little bit for the Mets from this point forward. Pitching-wise, though, David Cone leading the staff, nice ERA. He went 219 innings along with Sid Fernandez. Ron Darling's there. Dwight Gooden had an injury-plagued season, so he pitched well when he was on there, but he won't be part of the rotation. And Randy Myers with 24 saves and a very competent closer. Rick Aguilera, you might recognize there as well, in a good Mets bullpen. So the Mets, a very good team. The Pirates may be a little bit of a better team. Either way, we're going to match them up here in the best-of-7 series. First two games out at Forbes Field, and then we'll move it to Shea. Game one is going to pit David Cone against the 39-year-old Babe Adams. So the Pirates going with their experience in the big game, and David Cone hoping to get the Mets off on the right foot. So let's head out to Forbes Field. It should be a good, exciting series between two winning teams, and we'll see how this best-of-7 plays out. So without further ado, we'll head out first to Forbes Field for this opening game. We take things to the bottom of the second, where there's still no score, and Cotton Tierney up there facing David Cohn with only one out. And Tierney goes deep to right. This one's going to carry. This one's going to go all the way to the wall. Tierney's on his horse. He's going to move for third. And Cotton Tierney has a triple here to lead off, or I'm sorry, to get a one-out triple in the second inning. That'll give Clyde Barnhart a chance here against Cohn. And Barnhart will line this one to center. This should be deep enough. Falling back and making the play there, Sam Well. He'll throw to the plate. It's going to be late, and the Pirates take the lead here 1-0. We'll move now to the top of the third. Cohn now batting for himself against Babe Adams here in the third inning. And Cohn puts a charge in there with this one. David Cohn takes Babe Adams out of the park. The pitcher. Well, now they're calling it a triple. It didn't quite make it out. I thought it did, but I guess there's some controversy there. The ball did not go out of the park, and Cohn will be credited with a triple. Still a heck of a hit by the pitcher. We'll move ahead now in this tight, close pitching duel to the bottom of the fifth with runner on second. Walter Schmidt up there. Pittsburgh already up a run. And Schmidt will line a single to right. Here comes a run around in third. Here comes Strawberry's throw. It's going to be not in time. He's safe. RBI single for Schmidt. 2-0 Pirates. We'll move to the seventh with Greg Jeffries facing Babe Adams, who was the right choice so far in this one. Adams pitching very well. He's up against Jeffries now here in the seventh. Jeffries will line this one into the gap in right center. It'll get down. 21-year-old has a double. Jeffries with a hustle in the second base, and now the Mets hope to get on the board here as Evan Elster comes to the plate. Elster will hit this one to short. Runner moving. Here's the play at first. Merrillville makes the play. Jeffries is on third base. Only one out for Mackie Sasser. Sasser, however, strikes out with the infield end, so that's a big out. A curveball by the Babe. And we move now to the ninth. Top of the ninth. Mets are down 2-0. Moses Yellow Horse, yes, that's his name. Moses Yellow Horse in to close things out against Greg Jeffries. 2 outs. Here's the delivery. Strike 3. Yellow Horse gets him swinging. And the Pittsburgh Pirates of 1921 pitch the shutout, win Game 1 in impressive fashion. Babe Adams being the winner. He went into the ninth, allowed no earned runs, struck out 5. David Cohn pitched well, but couldn't get the win in his 8 strong innings of work. Clyde Barnhart was 1 for 1 with that double and that RBI. Also scored a run. And the Mets end up with 0, even though they out-hit the Pirates. Heck of a way to start the series here. You can expect maybe a well-pitched, well-played series, and we'll see what happens in Game 2 as Frank Viola is going to take the mound for the Mets against Wilbur Cooper. Another great pitching matchup as the Pirates try to build on their impressive Game 1 win, and the Mets try to break even. Game 2 now, we're in the bottom of the second. Frank Viola facing Clyde Barnhart with 2 men on and 1 out. Viola, the lefty, delivers. This is hit third. Johnson's going to make the play at first. Runners advancing to second and third. I'll bring up Walter Schmidt here with 2 outs and 2 on. And there's a strikeout. So Viola gets on the chase, and that will end the second. We'll move now to the bottom of the third, where Awesome Whitted's up there. Runners on first and second, 2 outs at Viola in another tight spot. Whitted will line this one to left. That'll get over the third baseman. The run around in third, and the Pirates will take the 1-0 lead with a single here by Whitted in the third inning. We'll move now to the fifth, where Mackie Sasser's facing Wilbur Cooper, who has a shutout going. Man on. This is hit to right. That'll get through. So the Mets trying to put something together here. They got man on first and second for the pitcher Viola, who's remaining in the game. And Viola will put down a bunt. It's a good one. Play will be made at first. Runners advance. We got second and third with 2 outs. So Cooper now facing Juan Samuel in the tight spot. And that's hit to short, but that should be playable. Play at first is made, and Marinville does the job. That'll do it. The 1-0 lead remains here for the Pirates. We'll move to the bottom of the 6th with Pittsburgh up there. Dwight Gooden is coming to the game. The Doctor in the game here with 2 on and 1 out against Schmidt. And that one's drilled way back there. That's going to drop in the left center. That's going to score 2 possibly. No, 1 gets in there. So a nice hit there by Schmidt. It's a 1-run double off of Gooden. It's 2-0 the score. We'll move to the 7th. Strawberry up there facing Cooper, who still has a shutout. The Mets yet to score a run in the series. There's a line shot to left. The straw goes the other way. Here's Jeffries. Jeffries hits it to short. Marinville, a nice play. They'll make it at second for the force. Moving now to the top of the 8th. Here's Mark Carrion facing Cooper. Cooper still throwing a shutout. Carrion goes over to right, but a diving play by Barnhart. What a play by the right fielder to rob Carrion from extra bases. Wonderful play. Here's Juan Samuel. And Samuel puts a charge into this one. This one's deep to left. It does get over the wall. Juan Samuel with a 2-run homer. 413 feet for Samuel. And this game, folks, is all tied up at 2. Wilbur Wood lets up the bomb. And now the Mets have gotten on the board for the first time. Dave Maganin up there with nobody out. And Maganin will get this one into the hole for a base hit. So here come the Mets, tying the game up. Runner on first. Nobody out for Howard Johnson. Pitching change here. Earl Hamilton's in the game. This is hit to short. Marinville goes to second for 1. That's all they'll get. Here's McReynolds. And Kevin McReynolds will line this one to right. The play's going to be made there. Barnhart makes it. We'll move to the bottom of the 8th with Charlie Grimm at the plate. Tie game at 2. Grimm will line a single to left field to lead off the inning. So a good start here by the Pirates. Here's Tierney. Tierney puts down a bunt. Runner moving to second. They're going to try to get him at second. Here's the throw. And they got him. A nice play by Machado fielding the bunt. They get the lead man. And that'll move us now to Clyde Barnhart here with 2 outs against Julio Machado. Barnhart will line one to second. Plays made there by Jeffries. And we'll move to the 9th. Still tied up at 2. Yellow Horse now in the game facing Jeffries. This is lined to center field, so Jeffries will get a single here in the 9th. Kevin Elster at the plate. We'll see if he puts down a bunt. He actually takes strike 3. He doesn't swing at all, so Yellow Horse with the strikeout. Here's Mackie Sasser. Sasser takes one inside. Ball gets away. Jeffries will take second. A wild pitch there, and Sasser now has a chance to drive in a run. Sasser strikes out. Yellow horse gets him. That's 3 strikeouts for Sasser on the day. And Tim Tuffle now also goes down swinging. So Yellow horse strikes out another one. We go to the bottom of the 9th, all tied at 2. Here's Walter Schmidt facing Randy Myers. Grounded back to the mound. Myers makes the play. Here's Maryville.
Strike 3.
Maryville strikes out. Here now Samuel, who tied the game up earlier, top of the 10th now. And once Samuel hits this one, but that one's not going to leave the yard. That'll be caught out there in left. Here's Magadan. And Magadan lines that one into the corner. That'll be extra bases. Dave Magadan with the 1-out double here in the 10th for the Mets. Jimmy Zinn now in the pitch as Kevin McReynolds is at the plate. 2 men on, 1 out. This is grounded to third. This one might be 2, but they only get the lead man. So runners on the corners here with 2 outs. And Darryl Strawberry facing Jimmy Wynn here in a big spot. And Strawberry strikes out. A big strikeout for Zinn. That'll turn down the Mets in the 10th. We'll move to the bottom of the frame. Carson Beebe at the plate. Beebe will hit this one the second. Play is made there. Here's Whitted. Awesome. Whitted takes the pitch to center field. This will be playable. 2 outs. We'll move to the 11th with Greg Jeffries now facing Jimmy Zinn. Jeffries will take ball 4. A good start here for the Mets in the 11th. Kevin Elster at the plate. Elster will line this one to right. However, he can advance the runner. Catch is made there by Barnhart. Here's Mackie Sasser. Sasser takes strike 3. Some great pitching here today. And Barry Lyons now pinch hitting. And Lyons will go to second. Play is made there. And this will end the Mets inning. We'll move to the bottom of the 11th. Still a 2-2 tie. Jeff Ennis in the pitch. Charlie Grimm at the plate. This is hit up the middle for a base hit by Grimm. So Grimm, the winning run, is up there. And here comes Robertson. Let's see what the Pirates do. There's the bunt. It's a good one. This is going to be a tough play. No play. And he's out. They did get him. Grimm will move to second. A very close play at first as Jeffries made a nice play, but we got 2 on and only 1 out for Walter Schmidt here. Let's see if Schmidt can come through. He hits this one, though. It is playable. Play is made out there by Strawberry, so we have 2 out for George Cutshaw. Runner on first and second. Cutshaw will hit it to center, but this should be playable. And it is. Samuel has it. We'll move to the 12th.
Strike 3.
Juan Samuel strikes out. Magadan at the dish. Hal Carlson, the new pitcher. That's ball 4. Here's Howard Johnson. Johnson will line this one to the corner and left. Ball being retrieved. Here comes a runner trying to score. The Mets will take the lead here in the 12th. Howard Johnson with a go-ahead double. And we'll move now to the bottom of the 12th with Jeff Ennis still in there trying to close the door. Rabbit Maryville is at the dish. He takes ball 4, so not a great way to start here as the Mets try to hold on to this 1-run lead. Carson Beebe at the plate. Bob Ojeda has come in. This is, however, lined the center, a base hit. Runner's going to move to third. Here comes the throw. They got him. What a throw. You won't see a better one. Juan Samuel out there. Keith Miller out there with the arm. He got the lead runner. A gamble there that did not pay off by Marinville, and now there's one out. This is hit to short. Play made there. Relay to first. In time, the Mets did it. Great defense by the Mets ended here in the 12th. They win this one 3-2. Bob Ojeda closes it out. A marathon of a game in 12, but it's the Mets that pull it out. Wilbur Cooper and Frank Viola pitched well, but it was Charlie Grimm also for the Pirates who went 4 for 5. Excitement in the air. It was the double by Howard Johnson that turned in the winning run. And a big play at the plate as Miller threw out Marinville, who tried to extend a play to third. Questionable at this point, but it's all over now. It doesn't matter as the Mets tie the series, win a close one. It's been a very good couple of games so far. Series will move now to Shea Stadium where Sid Fernandez will take on Whitey Glasner. It's all even and has become a best of 5, 2 very evenly matched teams. We'll see what happens in Game 3. So Shea Stadium filled the capacity here as we get ready for game number 3. Get the best view we can get here at Shea. And here we go with the opening inning. It's the top of the first. Possum Whitted facing Sid Fernandez, a man on second base. There's a shot down the right field line. This will get the Pirates on the board first. It is a double. Coming on home to score is Marinville, and it is Pittsburgh 1 and the Mets nothing here in game number 3. Charlie Grimm now coming to the plate against Fernandez, and Grimm will line a single up the middle. He took an inside pitch there. That's going to bring a run home. Here comes the throw of the plate. Not in time. Grimm will move to second. It is 2-0 Pirates. So Fernandez in all kinds of trouble here as Cotton Tierney comes up. And Tierney's going to line a single up the middle. So this could be run number 3. It will be. The Pirates have come out ahead 3-0. And now it's 6-0 as we move to the bottom of the second. See if there's anything the Mets can do. Here's a liner deep to center field. This one is actually going to go. Elster will hit a home run to the deepest part of the park. 426 feet to get the Mets on the board. It is now 6-1. It's 8-1 as we move to the bottom of the 8th. Kevin McReynolds up there with a man on. It's been all Pirates today. McReynolds goes deep to left. This will clear the wall in left field. So the Mets get a 2-run homer from McReynolds. It is now 8-3 here in the 8th inning. We'll move to the top of the 9th with Carson Bigby up there and a man on. Bob Ojeda back on the mound, and Bigby turns on this one. This one will drop in there. It'll score another run. Bigby's going to have a triple, and there you have it. It is now 9-3 Pirates. They've banged out 15 hits so far here at Shea. 10-3 now. We'll move to the bottom of the 9th with Mackie Sasser at the plate. Bill Hughes on the mound. This is hit to second. Relay to second, then first. Double play by the Pirates. That'll put a wrap on game number 3. 10-3, all Pittsburgh today. The Pirates come into Shea and spoil any kind of party. 10 on the board. Possum Whitted was 4 for 6 with 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Whitey Glasner gets the win. Carson Bigby 3 for 6 with a triple, 3 RBIs, 16 hits, and all Pirates. Sid Fernandez was knocked around in this one. Fernandez only went 1 2/3 of an inning. Not the type of day he wanted to have. And as we look at the playoff series now, it is 2-1 Pirates. We'll move into game 4 here with Johnny Morrison taking the mound for the Pirates, and he's going to face Ron Darling as the Mets are going to try to recover here in game number 3 and try to even the series at home. It's been a seesaw battle, but no contest in game 3. Let's see what happens in game 4 as the Pirates and the Mets do battle. So game number 4 here at Shea. Darryl Strawberry facing Johnny Morrison. We're in the bottom of the second with nobody out. Strawberry will line this one into the gap. That ball has some carry. That ball's going to go. Strawberry goes a rare opposite field dinger. It's 1-0 Mets. They get on the board here in the second inning. Here comes Walter Schmidt. Ron Darling on the hill. We're in the third inning. Man on as well, and that's singled up the middle by Schmidt. Runner moving to third. No throw there, and the Pirates now have runners on the corners. Second and third now with one out for Maryville. Darling delivers. Maryville will bring this one to Strawberry and right. Darryl with the catch, runner tag, and here's the throw. It's going to be late. So the Pirates tie the game up on the Maryville sacrifice fly. We'll move to the fourth. Here's Possum Whitted against Darling. Man on first. This one shot into left field, way back there. Whitted got all of that one. Deep home run by Whitted. He nailed it. Over 400 feet. It is now 3-1 Pirates. Darling left that one up over the plate, and Whitted did not miss it. 3-1. Here comes Charlie Grimm. And Grimm lines one deep to right. This one is going to go. Yes, sir, over the wall. Charlie Grimm takes Darling deep. We have back-to-back homers by the Pirates. It is 4-1 here at Shea. 5-1 now. We move to it's still the top of the fifth. Kearney's up there with 2 men on and 2 outs. There's a shot on the left field line. It's going to be cut off, but 2 runs are going to come score. And the Pirates have opened this one up 7-1. Much like they did in the last game, it is 7-2 all Pittsburgh. Kevin McReynolds up there for the final out here in the ninth. Hal Carson delivers. This one's hit deep to right center. It'll drop. McReynolds digging for third. He'll have a triple here with 2 outs. So McReynolds delaying the inevitable here. As Greg Jeffries now facing Hal Carson, it is 7-3 with Strawberry on second. Still 2 outs. And that's hit to first. Picked up there by Grimm, and that will do it. And the Pirates win game number 4, 7-3. They've now won both games at Chase Stadium. They take a commanding 3-1 lead in this series. Johnny Morrison went 8 strong, striking out 6 and allowing 2 earned runs. Possum Whitted 2 for 4 with a long 2-run home run. Strawberry had a home run and a double. But this game was about Morrison and the Pirates as they took control, winning and beating up on Ron Darling and the Mets, whose pitching has fallen by the wayside here at home. 7-3 the final. It is now a 3-1 series lead as we get to game 5, the last game here at Shea. And maybe the last game for the Mets, as they're going to need to pull off a win here. They send David Cone back to the mound to face off against Babe Adams, a repeat of game 1, but Adams pitched the shutout in game 1, so the Mets are going to have to change their fortunes here. In game number 5, will the Pirates wrap it up at Shea? So let's see how and if the Mets respond here. Again, bottom of the first, runners on the corner. Babe Adams in a jam here with 2 outs, and Strawberry's at the plate. And Strawberry hits this one deep to right. He pulled this one and got all of it just over the wall. Just what the doctor ordered here. Darryl Strawberry with a 3-run blast in the very first inning. Just went over the wall there in right center. And it is 3-0 Mets. And David Cone pitching well here. He's facing Max Carey as we move to the 4th. And Carey responds here with a shot to left into the corner. This is going to score a run. So Pittsburgh will get on the board here. It's 3-1 after the RBI by Carey. Carey moving down to third with 1 out, and Charlie Grimm at the plate. Infield is in. Here comes the delivery. Grimm will hit this one to center. Coming in there is Samuel. The throw to the plate is going to be in time. A terrific throw by Juan Samuel to nail Carey at the plate. He challenged him. It wasn't deep enough, and Samuel, a former infielder, just nailed him at the plate. So we'll move all the way now to the 8th. It's 4-1 Mets. Julio Machado on the pitch against Walter Schmidt here with 1 out. That's grounded back up the middle. That'll get through there. So a base hit by Schmidt. Robertson coming to the plate. 1 out. Robertson takes it way outside, and we got runners on first and second now. The Mets in a little bit of a jam here. Robert Merrillville facing Julio Machado, 2 men on. This is hit short. It should be made there at second. It is. They get the force. Schmidt moves to third base, and Carson Bimby now has a chance. He's the tying run. Facing Machado. And Bimby will line this one back to the mound. A tough play and no play. Machado couldn't make it. Elster couldn't get it there in time. They eat it, and it is 4-2 now as the Pirates get on the board. And here's Max Carey, still in the big spot here in the 8th inning. This one's grounded back to the mound. Machado will field this one and make the play. So the throw is in time, and the 1-run inning and the damage is contained by the Mets. And here we go to the 9th. Randy Myers, the New York closer's coming in to face Cotton Tierney with 2 outs. It's a 2-run game. Here's Myers' delivery, and he strikes out Tierney, swinging. The Mets do have life. They come back here in game number 5, winning at home with 12 hits and doing a number on the Pirates, 4-2. David Cone was very good in this one. He went 6 innings strong, got the win. 7 innings strong, I should say. Strawberry with a big blow in the very first inning. That 3-run homer was all the Mets would eventually need. Carson Bigby had a decent game, but it was the Mets who had some good pitching today and some good defense. We had that Samuel throw out at the plate. And, of course, we had Randy Myers closing it out in the 9th. And the Mets salvaged this last game of the 3 at Shea. And the series now will move to Forbes Field. We got Game 6 on our hands. The Pirates still with the lead. Can they take control and win it here at home, or will the Mets force a Game 7? It is Frank Viola against Wilbur Cooper. 2 very good arms going at it here in game number 6. Coming at you now from Forbes Field with everything on the line. So here we are live at Forbes Field. We are already into the top of the 4th inning. We have Wilbur Cooper pitching well, but Howard Johnson is up there with a man on second and only 1 out. And the pitch is low, so Johnson will get on. So we got runners on first and second here. Kevin McReynolds at the plate. 2 men on. McReynolds hits it into the hole, but a play is going to be made there. Marionville makes the quick toss to second. That'll be the 2nd out of the inning. And now it's up to the efforts of Darryl Strawberry here with 2 outs and a scoreless game.
Strike three.
Strawberry looks at strike three. He strikes out. Missed opportunity there. Cooper gets him. And we'll move to the bottom of the fourth now. Max Carey at the plate. Carey's going to line a shot deep to left field. This is going to get over the wall and into the trees. Home run out Viola for Max Carey. A long shot. It's 1-0 Pirates. We move now bottom five. Rabbit Maryville up there. 2 on, 2 out. 1-0 game. And Maryville lifts this one to left. This ball's going to drop. We're going to get the bases loaded here. With 2 out, it's Carson Bigby in a big spot against Viola. Lefty against lefty. And Bigby will line this one into the gap in the right. This is going to go to the wall. This is going to clear the bases. A 3-run double by Bigby. And the Pirates are on their way here. It is 4-0 now. And we move to the ninth. The Mets being shut out. Kevin McReynolds up there with a man on second. It's their last breath. This is hit to right. It's a fair ball. That's going to score a run. So the Mets finally get on the board. McReynolds with a double. It's 4-1 now. Moose Yellow Horse up there. Greg Jeffries up there. 2 outs. Here's the delivery. This one gets away. McReynolds will move to third. So Jeffries now with a man on third base. Here's the delivery. This is lined into right, but it is a single. So the Mets keep their rally going here. It's 4-2 now, and that'll bring up the tying run to the plate in Kevin Elster. Elster up 2 outs, 4-2 game 6 of this series. Yellowstone delivers. Strike 3. Yellowstone gets him. I should say Yellow Horse, not Yellowstone, but either way, the series is over. And the Pirates defeat the Mets in 6 games. They wrap it up here at home after taking 2 out of 3 at Shea. Wilbur Cooper was excellent. He went 7 strong, striking out 8 in the win. Frank Viola gets the loss. Max Carey 1 for 3 with a home run. 2 runs from the Mets in the 9th is not enough. And this best-of-7 series ends in 6. It is the Pirates that upset the Mets. Or I should say they're the favorites that defeat the Mets. Looking at some of the numbers, Possum Whitten went 10 for 26 for a 385 average, 5 RBIs. Carson Bigby had 7 ribbies. The pitching for the Pirates was strong. You can see here Wilbur Cooper in 14 innings had a 1.29 ERA. Babe Adams did okay with a 2.5. And the bullpen, led by Moses Yellow Horse, who struck out 7 in little bit over 2 innings of work, was the dominant force. The Mets, Strawberry had 5 RBIs. He hit 2 home runs. Kevin McReynolds hit .320. But Juan Samuel down there went 3 for 25, not too great. And the pitching, other than David Cohn, who did quite well, had to just use Ron Darling and Frank Viola, not the greatest. Either way, however, it came down to losing 2 out of 3 at home. After they split the first 2 games, the Pirates just the better team in this series. And if we're looking for a MVP, it looks like they gave it to Possum Whitten, who had a great series. He hit .385 with a home run, 10 hits, and 5 RBI. So that is a wrap for this series, series number 89. It is the 1929 Pittsburgh Pirates defeating the 1989 New York Mets 4-2. That's a wrap. Thanks for joining us for this exciting encounter, and we'll be right back with you shortly for another historical matchup with the game engine, the great game engine of Out of the Park Baseball 20.